Welcome back, YouTube. So we spent another hour processing and deleting trash artifacts, hoping to get upgrades. We got through Blizzard Strayer and Emblem and partway through Golden Troop. This is where we're at. We're going to continue working on Golden Troop, see what we get, see if we get any upgrades and possibly new pieces that I can form a 4-piece set for official, maybe. We shall see. After that, we're going to finish strong with Whimsy and hopefully get an upgrade for Clorant. No, you know what? I'm tired of saying this. Not hopefully. We will get an upgrade for Clorant, okay? It's going to happen. It's got to happen. I need it. Anyway, and maybe we'll even get an upgrade for Arlecchino. We'll find out here very soon. All right, so we have these pieces. These managed to get decent stats. This plume, not so much, but it's not like I have extra plumes to work with. I got one earlier at 12% crit rate with some attack percent and energy recharge. Official doesn't necessarily need energy recharge. She likes to have it, but it's not like the biggest focus or anything like that. She mainly just wants that crit rate and attack percent. And so one of those stats was wasted. If this one goes heavy on the crit damage, then it might be worth keeping, depending on if we get a lot of crit rate from something like, say, the Sands or a Plume. So let's find out without further ado. I'm not going to roll this Pyro Damage Goblet until the very end. But yeah, let's see if this turns out to be an upgrade for Farina. It really only needs 1 or 2 crit rolls to be an upgrade for Farina. That's because... Oh wait, no. I might be thinking of her Sands. No, yeah, I am thinking about the Goblet. Okay, so as we can see here, I didn't get anything in crit damage, and I got 2 rolls into crit rate. It went all flat HP. This was also a 3-liner, so 2 rolls into crit rate, 2 rolls into flat HP. So if that other Goblet gets at least 2 crit rolls, preferably in crit rate, it will not be an upgrade, but it will be a side grade because of the energy recharge being better than like defense. If it gets any more than 3 rolls into crit, it's an upgrade. If it gets rolls into flat HP, let's just see what happens. Alright, so instead of using the +4s, I am going to... Oh, I don't have another +20 to full send it. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it to +12 right off the bat. That's 3 upgrades. Please be kind. Please be gentle with me. My heart can only take so much. Here we go. Flat HP again. Alright, I got a crit damage roll. It was actually a high roll as well, 7.8. And we got 3.5 crit rate. So it definitely could have been worse. Please. Please be nice to me. Times 2? No? Okay. Alright, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. It's only a 6.2, but it's still an upgrade. We got the 3 crit rolls. It's an upgrade. It is no longer just a side grade. Here we go. Now to get it to +20. Times 2, thank you. Alright. I'm running out of potions. Running out of artifacts too. Oh wow, okay. So close to finishing it off. Alright, here we go. Crit rate, please! Yes! 3.9. Let's go. Is that 40? 20. Okay, so that would be 21.8. That's 40 CV too. Let's freaking go, man. All right, we got it. Get rid of this trash. You don't exist. I don't know who you are. You don't deserve to be on my account anymore. You served me well. Thank you for being there in my time of need. All right. We got an upgrade. Finally. Finally. Look at that. Close to 70 crit rate now. We're getting there little by little. We're making strides. What's our CV? Oh, she's at more than 200. 88. So that would be, let's say, 208, and then plus 9, 217. Wow. And then the 0.4, so 218. I didn't realize she was already over 200 CV. Or maybe she wasn't. Maybe this piece pushed her past it. I don't know, but I didn't realize that she was at 200 CV, let alone more than. I mean, I guess this is really carrying her, so it kind of makes sense. It just doesn't have the greatest substance. I was using this on Yunjin for the longest time. Let's see, what improvements could be made? Oh, for sure, yeah. This has 14. I always look at this wrong. This is 14 crit rate, not crit damage. So, yeah, I need more than what this gave me. I don't even know why I kept this. It's got the HP, which is nice, but I don't think it's worth keeping it. What is her HP right now? Yeah, 31. Okay. No energy recharge on any of the flowers. Yeah, so at best, this could end up being a side grade or an upgrade. It just depends on how it rolls. It's going to be hard to get rid of that crit rate in favor of something like this, which has better substats, but that's what we're here for. Alright, I'm taking too long with these estimations and whatnot. Next piece, we're gonna roll the energy recharge sands. I'm just gonna full send. Damn it, I did it again. Alright. Damn. 3 crit rate rolls. It's not going to be better than what I'm currently using, but it will be on set, and that's the point. Let's see if I can get crit damage. I might switch to it. Damn it! Come on! Why? Why do you do this to me? Oh, it's 30 CV, but it's not worth it. It's only 3% more crit rate than what I'm currently using on Farina, and I lose a crap ton of crit damage. That's dead in the water. I don't even want to know what this would turn into. All right, here we go. Let's see if this is going to be official piece. It is not a official piece. It's even worse than the energy recharge sands that I just had. There's no redeeming this whatsoever because it was already a 3-liner. It's dead. Damn. Official is just going to have to stay on 2-piece forever, I guess. Let's roll this flower. Why did it have to be the flat attack? I actually would have been fine if it was attack percent, but The flat attack, it makes me not even want to continue rolling it. I shouldn't use my +4s like that. Oh well. No, I'm not keeping that. Nope. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's a good piece. It's 30 CV, but it's not worth it. Compared to what I already have, that's not worth it. That's very unfortunate. Because all those substats actually work in Fischl's favor, but compared to what I already have, it's just not worth it. Oh, that makes me so sad. It wasn't even the worst rolls in the world, but yeah, no, it's not beating this. I'm sorry. It's just not beating this. Man. I even have another one right here. Look at that. See, that's how it should have rolled. God. Not really. Why do I have this? Why do I have this? I think I can get rid of this. Yeah, it has the same amount of crit damage. Why did I keep this? Was it the insane attack percent? It wasn't for Beto, for like a 2-piece set. Yeah, I don't know why I kept that. Huh. Yeah. Not worth keeping that golden troop flower. Okay, let's see. Ah, I did it again. Let's see what this turns into. Crit rate. Please! Please! That's not enough. It's not enough. This game can make a grown man cry. Alright. Well, I'm not going to roll this because I already know I didn't get anything good from the sands and flower. So there's no point in rolling this for Fischl at all. Offset Pyro Goblet. With double crit. Oh my god. Whoops. I didn't mean to exit at all. Alright, we're working on Whimsy next. How long have I been recording? 13 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so crit damage on the crit rate circlet, crit damage without crit rate. We'll start with the flowers. I feel like maybe I should do this instead of through the item menu. I should go through Cloran or Arlecchino's menu. So I'm gonna do that now. That way I can compare directly like this. Okay, so we have... That's 40 CV. Holy crap, I didn't realize I had a 40 CV piece on Cloran. And then this one has high crit rate. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with right now. That's what we're working with. Substats though. These substats do nothing for Cloran or Arlecchino. This one has EM. So yeah, pretty much anything could be an upgrade depending on how it rolls. So let's see how it rolls. Damn it! Okay. Okay. That's not terrible. I'm running out of XP. No, that's too much. Hey! Holy shit! Okay! I'll take that! Wait, what was that upgrade, though? It went from 11.3 to 14. There is no 3.7 for crit rate. What was the upgrade? Was it 2.7? Oh, it was 2.7. Oh, that's a low-ass roll, too. But still, that's 40 CV, right? Let me check. I don't feel like doing this in my head anymore. Yeah, that's 42.8. Yeah. That's great. Okay, right away we already got an upgrade for at least Arlecchino. Yeah, it has more crit rate. Hell yeah. And then I can give this to my Sino now. There we go. So now this is officially my worst Whimsy piece. Oh shit, actually this one's better for Sino. Because of the EM. Well damn. That's hilarious. It's actually not hilarious, but it's ironic? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. He does still benefit from the flat attack more than a defense percent one. We'll unlock this now. This is officially my worst flower on the Whimsy set. Here we go. We want, since it has double crit, we want to go with the ones that don't have double crit. Damn it. There we go. We'll plus 4 of these, get them out of the way. Okay. Energy recharge. How do I feel about this? Energy recharge on Cloran and Arlecchino. On Arlecchino, I mean, I have them both triple crown just because they're my favorite characters. So, of course, I have them triple crown. Cloran's burst is actually pretty damn good. So having energy recharge is not a bad substat to have. I just hope it doesn't keep rolling. Alright. We'll continue to roll this one. I'll sack this one. Or maybe I do this one. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna full send it now. Oh. What's going on? Oh, come on! You can't do that to me! Come on! Oh, that's a shame. Like, yeah, I like the crit rate. Oh my god. Hey, Sino, you got another upgrade, buddy? Oh my god. Oh, that was so close. Imagine that. Back-to-back 40 CV flowers. Imagine if that would have actually happened. Yeah, I could have really used the extra crit rate. I mean, do I switch? I don't feel like it's worth it. I mean, 88. That's barely over 200 CV. No. It's not worth it. It's not like it has... I mean, the flat attack is technically useful versus like the HP and flat attack here. Let's just keep going. Alright, so that's double crit, that's double crit. This is not double crit. Man, that would have been so cool if I got double 40 CV pieces back to back. Oh, man. Damn. What a shame. Okay, time for the double crit ones. We'll roll this one first since it has the worst substat. Oh, my phone's going off. Why is my phone going off? Oh, my boss asked us what snacks we like. Budget, snacks and sweets. There. I gave them my input. Alright, let's see. So, we're just going to use a plus 20 piece on it since it's a double crit value, or double crit piece. Let's see how it goes. No, not worth it. It's not terrible, but it's not worth it. Not considering what I already have now. Damn, what a shame. That's actually not bad. Substats the same as before, it's just it was a 3-liner, so it was even more important that it doesn't go into a non-crit stat, and it had lowballed the crit rate as well. Yeah, that was a 3.5, another 3.5, that makes 7, and then a 2.7. So it didn't do so well. Rest in peace. Alright. We still got some good pieces, though. Damn. How close was that to being 2 upgrades? Alright, so now here we're looking at 30 crit damage on a plume for Arlecchino, and lots of crit rate on a plume for Cloran. I have this plume. It's less than 30 CV. It has EM, which is useful for someone like Arlecchino, but it has HP %. So not very great for either Arlecchino or Cloran. Considering that they do a lot of tanking, like they have to tank a lot of hits, having the HP isn't terrible. But I wouldn't want to equip this over this one. I mean, they're the same HP %. And as far as Cloran goes, well, anything would be an upgrade at this point. It's just going to be hard to get rid of the 13 crit rate. So let's find out what we get here. We'll start with the singles. Alright, goodbye. I didn't like your face anyway. Alright, next. Okay. You got EM. That's good for both Arlecchino and Cloran. Goodbye. And will you be kind to me? Will you be nice to me? I didn't want to go to your stupid party anyway. Anyways, so here we have what's left. I'll use the plus 17 piece on this. Wow. This one's also pretty decent. Okay. Plus 17 this one, or the 15 now. No, 2.7 crit rate with defense and an EM roll. That's not worth it. Alright. This is the only shot at wow, man. Okay, let's see something real quick. So if it gets 2 more upgrades in the crit rate, what could this potentially be? If it's +7 or 3.5s, this would be a 13.6, which would be a tiny bit more crit rate, same crit damage, and then it would have EM, which would be useful on Cloran. So I should give this one more chance. Nope, it's completely dead. I shouldn't have done it. I knew it. I shouldn't have second guessed myself. Oh well. Alright, this is the last chance to upgrade my plume on either Arlecchino or Cloran. Here goes nothing. And let's get that to... there. God damn it. Alright, no plume upgrades today. Not for Whimsy. That's sad. I'm trying to think, if this gets 3.9 crit rate, it would be 11.3. 11.3, 22.6, 22.6 plus 7 is 29. It's still 30 CV. Screw it. Against my better judgment. Give me a ×2 upgrade! Alright, goodbye blues. That was the last blue I had. Damn. Really? Really? Okay. Fuck. All that just to... Oh well, yeah, definitely no plume upgrades today. Sands time. Sands is an interesting one. My Arlecchino is in an off-piece Sands that doesn't have any good substats. And my Cloran is on this one, which has crit, which has energy recharge. Now, substats-wise, the only thing that could be that would be potentially better would be EM with the ER. Everything else, there's MasterCard. Okay, no, for real though. So flat attack, EM, ER are preferred over any kind of defense or HP substats, but I don't even want flat attack. It's just like, if I get it, great. If not, not even great. If I get it, okay. But if not, I would hope to get EM and ER, because again, her burst is good. For Arlecchino, we definitely want EM. ER wouldn't be terrible, and flat attack would be preferred, I think, for the substats. So, that's what we're looking at for an attack Sans. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter the substats that much. Most of the time, it will be at least a side grade, if not an upgrade, depending on the crit value. This is what I have so far. So yeah, this one's what, barely 30 CV, I think? And it's got some flat HP roll, so 1 flat HP roll, okay. Did I add that right in my head? 10, 11.6, 11, 29, and then 0.6, yeah, so it's barely 30 CV, and then I have this, which isn't 30 CV, and same HP value. No good subs. So yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. So anything that doesn't have double crit or is a 3-line star, I'll roll these first. Damn. What have I done to myself? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I torture myself? It's like Saeed from Lost. I'm a torturer. Oh, that's not a good roll. But it's still crit damage. So what could this potentially turn into? Let's say I get 2 more 7s. That's 14. That's going to be 33 crit damage. Is it worth it then to continue rolling this if I only get 33 crit damage? Let me see what Arlecchino is running. So my Arlecchino's off piece is this, which is 40 CV with EM. That's really hard to get rid of. I don't think it's worth it. You were doing so well. If it hadn't been the 5.4, if it had even been a 6.2, I would have been okay with keeping it. But that 5.4 roll just kind of ruined it. All right, going back. So anything with 3-line or 4-line start with crit damage or with a crit stat. Those are the ones I'm going to roll first. I did not do so well. Next. Nope. These 2 are attack? Yeah, those are attack. Next! I appreciate the ×2 bonus. I don't appreciate how crap you are! Anyway. I forgot I had that. Why do I have that? This must have been for Bennett at one point, and then I... No, not Bennett. Why do I have this? An off-piece. Who would this be good for, though, as an off-piece? Farina, maybe? Maybe, because I do have an energy recharge sands currently on her. Oh, my stomach is getting kind of groggy. Yeah, I don't know why I have this piece here, let alone Mona is equipped with it. Mona's my placeholder for Yulan. Damn it, why do I keep doing that? 5 stars are always at the top. Yeah, no, I don't know why I have this equipped to Mona. Goodbye. That's a trash piece.
My opinions do matter.
Alright. Let's get back on focus. Alright, so... all that's left... Oh, here's a +0. Oh, an EM piece. Let's see. Goodbye. I don't ever want to talk to you again. Lose my number. Okay, so all we have left now are this crap piece. Energy recharge with flat defense and flat attack with flat defense. Both have subpar crit value, like starting rolls. Like we have a 5.4 here with a 3.5. It's like the second highest crit rate roll you can get, or starting value, and then the lowest crit damage, and then the second lowest crit rolls on both starting values on this one. Not great prospects, but potentially still could have an upgrade. So let's see what we get. We're going to use plus 20 pieces to start things off. Wow, that was an interesting piece. Okay, comes down to the worst crit damage piece that I have. Damn. Damn. It lowballed the roll on crit rate and crit damage. The crit damage is 5.4. The crit rate was 2.7 because it was starting at 3.5. I don't even want to see what this turns into. It's just not worth my time. This one technically is 30 CV. This one could be 30 CV, but it's just not worth it. Even at a 7.8 or 3.9, I don't think it would be worth it. The energy recharge that I already got on this, I'm not going to finish this off. It's not worth it. It's not going to be an upgrade. It's a side grade at best. It's just a waste of resources. That's what we end up with, unfortunately, for the Sands. What a shame. Alright, we got an electro damage goblet on set for Cloran, maybe. We have an attack piece. Let's just roll this. See what we get. Goodbye. Don't know why I rolled that. Who convinced me to roll that? Alright, next. Yeah, no. Ooh. Pyro. Okay. We'll hold on to that. Anything else? Geo. Why not? Why do I always get good Geo pieces? Why? Where were you on my Pyro Goblet for Arlecchino when I used the Sanctifying Elixir for it? Look at this crap! Look at it! This one too, because this was also a Sanctifying Elixir piece. Oh my god. Okay. Cryo. If this rolls well, I'm gonna cry. It wasn't like what, the best piece, but I do want to see what it turns into. Okay, bye. I don't feel so bad anymore. Alright, next. That's the Pyro piece I want to save. Animo. Gene upgrade, please? No? Okay. Bye. Dendro. I don't think this would be an upgrade for any of my current Dendro units, but we'll see what it turns into. Nope. Goodbye. Pyro. Oh, if this gets crit rate or crit damage, this has like the perfect substat, so I wanted to keep it. Let's see what it turns into. Goodbye. And last but not least, oh, this is like a potential Kuki. Okay, so this has to roll HP percent for me to even consider keeping it and trying to replace Kuki's current goblet. Or, wait, no, this is Sans. No, it's goblet. It's goblet. I'm sacrificing a Sans. Okay, if it does not get HP percent, it's not worth keeping. Alright, goodbye. Wow, I got all the way to the plus 10 though. Okay. What's left? So we have this freaking piece, and then we have this. This is what I currently have on Arlecchino. We're gonna get an upgrade. We are going to get an upgrade. We are going to get an upgrade! We're not finished yet. We are finished! Why? Alright. Well, onset Electro Goblet. Can we make it work for Clorand? Apparently not. No, it's not even. No, it's not worth it. 30 CV with attack percent versus an onset goblet that at best would be 30 CV with no good substats. I mean, is there anything else I could replace? Let me see. Do I have any other offset sands? Maybe we do crit damage, crit rate in that order. We don't really have... Oh, well... And that's on my Beto. There's no way I'm getting rid of that. So my current Sands has 17% crit damage, 7% crit rate, and energy recharge. So if I switched it to, say, this one, which I don't think I would take Farazan's, but 16% crit rate, losing lots of crit damage, or I take this one, where I still lose a lot of crit damage. I would likely take Gaming's. Xingqiu's also, it wouldn't be a terrible replacement, but I don't think it would be worth getting rid of the current goblet in favor of that. So what else do I have that can go off-piece? I could go off-piece Circlet, get a crap ton of crit rate from that. Plume, maybe. She's currently on this one, right? Yeah. 13.2 and 5. 13.2 and 7 with good substats. 13.6 and 5 again. This one will be better. 12 and 12. 11 and 13. So less crit rate, more crit damage. If anything, it would be the plume that I would replace. I have lots of plumes. Let me see. I even got Obsidian Codex plume the other day. What was it, on Hazo? This frickin' thing. And then I got this one too. Okay, if I had to replace something, I think it would be the plume. So the goblet would need to get crit rate. It needs to get crit rate. It has to get crit rate. Fuck my life. I'm just not meant to have nice things. Okay, all that's left is the circlets. We got crit damage with crit rate. Any upgrade to the crit rate would be already an upgrade to Cloran's circlet. Preferably maybe a single rolling attack damage would be nice too. Let's do this one first. I don't have any more +4s. That's unfortunate. It got crit rate. Wow. Alright. Crit rate with crit damage. That's the next one. That's very unfortunate. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Okay, we have some potential really good pieces here. Fuck my life. Alright, so I don't think this is going to be worth it, but since all of these could still be upgraded, like this could be an upgrade for Arlecchino, right? Yeah, I would lose the crit damage, but actually no. Why? What? What the fuck? What is with these substats? Also, when did I get this one? Alright. All I have is plus 20s left. I got a single crit rate upgrade. That's already better than Cloran's current. Yeah, this is just gonna be... This is the first one I'll upgrade all the way. No times 2, okay. Wow, this is basically the same thing I have right now, just slightly better crit rate. That's such an insult, but it is better. That is such an insult. How? How is this an upgrade? It is an upgrade, but it's just barely an upgrade. The flat attack is technically, combined with the attack percent, is technically better than the 15% attack. No, wait, I was looking at HP. Yeah, it's just better. It's just an upgrade. But it's just barely an upgrade. What is life? Alright. Alright, so if this gets 7.8, this would be 27.2 on the crit damage. Let's see what happens, huh? Damn, okay. Running out of artifacts! Thank you for the plus 2, or times 2. 6.2. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. Let me see something. Arlecchino's on this plume. I could trade up to this one from this one. They're both 40 CV. Let me think about this. Alright, we have one more circlet. That's too much experience for one. Yeah, that's dead. There's no way that would be an improvement on the one that I already have. Okay. That's it for whimsy pieces. Now, let's try to mess with this a little bit. So, let me get on my computer's calculator here. So, Arlecchino has this circlet right now, right? Clorand is at 42.4 times 2 plus 126.7 to 11.5 CV. I think she was at 206 or 209 before, so a slight increase on her CV because of this right here. That's it. Just the crit rate circlet. I did not get any improvements on Plume, Flower, or Sands. Certainly not Goblet. Alright, so if I gave her Plume... No, What was it? The flower? Yeah, if I switched out the flower with Arlecchino, what am I at now? 49.8 times 2 plus 113.5. Slightly more CV, less crit damage, but slightly more CV. Almost capped on crit rate. And honestly, crit damage is not the greatest in the world, but it's still more CV. And then I could go to Arlecchino. And now I have 62 over 247. Let me switch back. So what I was at before with Arlecchino. So 42.8 times 2 plus 145.3. So I'm at 230.9 CV on Arlecchino with the current flower and circlet. Now let's switch it up. We go to this flower and we switch to the crit rate circlet. What are we at? So from 230, let me pull up a second calculator here so I can have them side by side. So 56 times 2 plus 122. So it'd be 234 CV. 83 over 210. Ooh. Still over 200 crit damage too. That's something I was trying to avoid, was going under 200% crit damage, but I didn't go under. And with her attack is at 2103. Now let's look at this circlet again and switch the flower back. Her attack is 2095. So I lose some attack. And I'm below 70% crit rate with about 20 more crit damage. I think it's worth it. Is it worth it to my Cloran though? So Cloran would get more crit rate, which would be nice. I would love to get closer to that 70. So yeah, I think it's worth it. 74 over 227 versus... Man, that 240 is spicy though. And she would technically be at 86 crit rate. But it is overall better for both of them. Both of their crit values would increase, I think. Did I do the math on this one already? Let me check it again. 49.8 times 2 plus 113.5. 213. Yeah, it was like 2 more crit value. 2% more. I'm gonna do it. It's not the greatest upgrade in the world, but it is still an upgrade, so I will do it. I'm gonna hold on to this crit damage circlet though. If it wasn't for the fact that this has terrible substats, I would just give this one to Cloran. But this one has great substats with energy recharge and attack percent. Working in Cloran's favor, that's still better. So yeah, we got an upgrade. Not the greatest upgrade, but we got an upgrade. 83 to 10, yeah. I'll take it. I like consistent crits more than crazy high crit damage.
For when I draw my blade.
Alright, there's still one thing left to do. Oh wait, what's this? That doesn't exist. Alright, there's still one thing left to do. Out of all the pieces that I got, there was still one, I don't remember which set it was, but there was still one that stood out the most as being a potential great piece. Definitely wasn't this one either. But we do have this. I never get any good pyro goblets. I never do get any good pyro goblets. I have yet to even see a 30 CV piece. Will this be the day? Will I get the 30 CV piece? Nay. 40 CV piece? Nay. 50? No, it can't be 50 because it's a 3-liner. But can we get the best pyro goblet ever? Will it happen? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Here we go with 5 minutes left for this video's time frame because I can only do 60 minutes at a time. Right on time for the ending now. Why? Why am I destined to always get the worst pyro goblets in the world? Can this even be... Let me see. If I got, say, 3.5 crit rate, it'd be 7. So 7 times 2, 14, 14, and 14.8. It would be 28.8 CV. I think my highest CV goblet right now is 26 or 27. So this could still be better than those. 6.2. It's 27. It's basically the same as my other. I mean, it has crit damage now, so there's that. But the substats are garbage. All right, pyro characters assemble. Who can use this? That's on set. Do I have? I don't want to trade at EM for attack, but Jesus. I don't even think it's better. Or worth switching, anyway. Yeah, it's not even worth switching. Oh, man. Okay, that's one pyro character out of the way. Next pyro character. I don't even want to look at you. I don't... Why are you here? All right, next. And Yoimiya. Yeah, no, this is still better. This is 26 CV, but it's still way better. 84 over 234 Yoimiya versus 74 over 255 with way less attack. Let me see, I'm at 2070 attack right now. Yeah, no, it's... This is still better. Oh, I'm not going to get rid of it, though. I mean, it's still 27 CV pyro damage goblet. Like, I can still use that on somebody someday. Over the rainbow. All right. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me, YouTube. This is for my part 4 journey, Strongbox journey. I can't even talk straight. I'm so upset. I got an upgrade for Yelan. I technically did get an upgrade for Cloran and Arlecchino. I did not get an upgrade for my Ayaka. And I think I got an upgrade for Farina. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's take a look. So, final stats here. I'm looking at the crit value, energy recharge, still over 30k HP. Yelan, finally over 30k HP. Decent crit stats, decent energy recharge. Still could use more energy recharge. Lost some crit damage overall. She's carried hard by her weapon in terms of overall crit value. Artifact crit value is still over 200 CV, so yeah. Yelan got an upgrade. Raiden did not. So Farina, Yelan, Clorand. This is where we're sitting at right now. We're sitting pretty at 74 crit rate, which turns into 94 after her passive goes off. And last but not least, we have Arlecchino at 83 over 210. That doesn't matter. EM 44, and that's it. Take care, YouTube.